Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we have played 266 games in this NFL season. Only one remains, and it's the biggest of them all, as EA Sports is proud to present coverage of the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, McMahon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 4.
Their old dreams going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Touchdown with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw on 2nd down, McMahon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd down, McMahon. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd down following the run.
Back nine and out, Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. 3. No. Check. Patriots. Detroit.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney. Detroit.
Off the play fake. McMahon. Pressure, and down he goes. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Nifty footwork at the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, nice move. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 29. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that. but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, McMahon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Look at 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McMahon buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Back to throw. McMahon. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we're
being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Here we go now.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Frank's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed it.
Super toe.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Let's go.
Decker goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 20.
Isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 15-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McMahon looking left side. He's got it complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on.
He's got a man complete, and all the way down to the 39. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go!
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 54!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. His throw caught at about the 5. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Look at the spin. Gets past one man. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
No, check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
To throw on second down, McMahon. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Number 10. Under 10. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down. McMahon. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, McMahon. A swing pass caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue line it. Leopard. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Leopard.
They'll try again with Washington. Looking to throw. McMahon. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. It's Washington. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. DeAndre Washington punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Able to slither by. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Right back to Washington. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Washington. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Off-play action. McMahon, he'll buy some time right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMahon, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake. McMahon. Washington's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. McMahon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Green, 39. Green, Detroit.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on third down. McMahon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to not recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right? And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like this one.